Hi, this is the Professional Amateur Hour coming to you with another review. This week, I checked out Moon Crash, and this 2022 Asylum film was directed by Noah Luke and stars Jeremy London, Tyler Christopher, and Jenny Tran, among others, of course. The story of this movie follows this like Elon Musk type of character, and he is mining on the moon. He's not on the moon, but his company is on the moon mining for, I guess, cobalt or something. Anyways, they add too much like juice to the laser or something, and a bit of the moon falls off. It is now hurtling towards Earth. So they have to figure out some way to, make it not hit the Earth. And what will happen exactly? You'll have to watch the movie and find out. Alright, so let's discuss this movie. Well, what works with it? Well, I would say I did enjoy half of the story. It is kind of like these two different spots. One is like on a spaceship on the moon, and then of course in space as well. And I thought all of that stuff was really good. I did enjoy the spaceship stuff. I thought the set was pretty cool. I thought the actors were also better up in space. And just, had more stakes as well, and like more kind of, interaction with like they could actually do stuff, right, in space rather than being stuck on Earth. All of the Earth stuff I thought was not very good. I thought the actors were worse as well on Earth. And it just wasn't as exciting as well. So all of the space stuff, it is about like half the movie. I really did enjoy that half. And then the stuff on Earth is not as exciting. So definitely the story not half bad. In addition, this is an Asylum film. So with Asylum films, I find the acting is always a mixed bag. And so there's definitely some people that I thought were doing a much better job than others. It kind of seemed like some people, like they didn't know how to move their face at the end of their scenes. Maybe I can clip that in here for you.
I got it. Go, just go.
But other than a few things like that, I did think the acting was pretty good. It is kind of trying to do like a Mockbuster thing where everyone's pretty, like nobody is like an average Joe. Everyone is quite handsome or beautiful, and so they also have that as well. So it is one of those things that is corny, but yeah. So like the acting, a mixed bag, but overall I would just say enjoyable. And lastly, when I first turned this one on, I thought it was just going to be like a standard story, asteroids come to Earth, just nuke it, drill a hole, put a nuke in, you're done. But it wasn't actually like that, and that actually did surprise me. They tried to do something a little bit more inventive, and so that was good. Definitely welcome surprise, because I didn't expect it. I expected Armageddon 2 or Deep Impact 2 or whatever. So at least that was a very welcome surprise. And that brings me to what doesn't work with this film. Well, I know this is supposed to be a disaster film, and all of the stuff on Earth doesn't seem disastrous at all. It's quite a disaster itself, I would say. It's supposed to be like asteroids hitting the Earth and stuff, and so there's all this CGI fire, but there's no smoke, and then what else? Oh, there's like a perfectly blue sky all the time. Like you think if there was asteroids coming down, like you'd at least have like some clouds, or at least have it gray or whatnot, but no, perfectly blue sky. And then when the asteroids do hit, it's just the shaky cam. They just shake it really fast to be, oh no, earthquake. And then, the people are pretending to shake as well. And it just seems like something that is very kind of low budget. I know, but it's just really stood out, especially that blue sky. That stood out as something that could have been done in post. Anything that could have been done better would have been done on Earth. Like that was not very good, I thought. So yeah, the whole Earth stuff did not work for me. In addition, I did have some issues with the writing itself. It just seemed like the writing with the... Here, let me explain it this way. With the writing, all of the characters know the same thing as all the other characters. So like if someone's having like a phone call and they're told like about this disaster, the person in the next room will already know that the disaster is happening. So it just seems like it's kind of haphazardly written that way, where characters will not be in the same room, but they'll know the information that's told in the room next to it. Or even outer space to Earth, the same thing kind of happens. And it just kind of seems like haphazardly put together that way. And that was an issue. Other than that, the spacesuits, spacesuits are meant to be airtight. But then they just like slap on some hockey pads or shoulder pads on them. And it's like, you're not playing hockey in space. Like, I don't know why you need the padding, right? You want to be like airtight, right? And so that was also an issue. And so this is an Asylum film, and all the issues that come up with Asylum films. And there's lots of people talking in rooms, not as much this time. They do go outside as well. So it's not the biggest issue, but it's just a very standard Asylum film. So if you are used to the Asylum films, then you know what you're getting into when you turn this one on. So who would I recommend this movie for? Well, I think if you're an Asylum fan, then yeah, you can turn this one on and enjoy it, fair enough. I'm an Asylum fan. I like them. And so I watched it, and like I said, like I liked half the story. Like it wasn't that bad. And so if you are, an Asylum fan, yeah, you can turn this one on and enjoy it. It's not the best Asylum film that there is, but it's certainly not the worst. As for rating, I gotta give it the score of 3. And having said that, I think that's all I wanted to say. So like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.